dirty backwater full of dogs and the occasional sheep.
You
Took
work here, right?
decades for the
I'll
other
get
brides to
more of
run
that
their courses.
That
This woman,
Varric
less than
told
2
me
years,
you're
don't you
from
see?
Pharrell.
It never happened.
You escaped
It was
blind.
all
You heard about
round
that
and
deep roads expedition? They say anyone who goes down there is going to be rich. Do you ever wish you lived in Orzammar?
Great ancestors, no. You know what Orzammar is? It's cramped tunnels filled with nug shit and body odor. And every person there thinks he's better than you because his great-great-great-grandfather made a water clock or something.
But they're your people. Don't you even wonder what it would be like?
I have a good imagination. Why would I waste it on that?
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
What's the word on the street?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon population has taken a nosedive in Ferelden. Weird, huh? What kind of sick individual preys on those innocent things?
Any other news?
You ever met the Viscount Dumar? The man doesn't use his head for anything but storage for fancy hats.
Any other news?
You hear about the Jarl of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the land.
Any other news?
People say Meredith's the real power in Kirkwall, not the Viscount. Even Dumar answers to her.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvollen. Hope it comes soon.
Any other news?
I hear rumors of a healer in Darktown who's looking after the sick. For free. Imagine that.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back. You saw the shipwrecked Kunari. There was a man in here who swears he saw the whole thing happen. Apparently, the Dreadnought was fighting another ship before they both crashed on the reef.
And
Apparently, the Kunari are...
any?
Apparently, the Kunari... Any...
You've been immersed in that empty mud for hours. Get him.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
I've fought Darkspawn, but I've never been to the deep roads.
Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight Darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Maybe I should put you to use, Farrick. Have you penned some warnings for the lawless?
Who's that for? Are most criminals big readers? Seems like pacifying the nobles.
Pictures, then. It was just a suggestion.
Well, how about a giant sign that just says don't? You could hit people with it.
Thank you. I get the point.
I have only the finest of Beaver, Merton.
One so wealthy could use a new pair of boots, yes?
And Rusty's grace have mercy.
The best armor coin can buy.
Don't look now. Here comes another one. You're Hawk, aren't you? You used to work with the Themrin.
Make her turn his gaze on you, John.
On your... I think that's the last.
Mind me never to get on our bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
Rather be free down here, I guess.
Fereldans, free marchers, all are the same down here.
Not going to happen. I don't think I can do that.
I think this is the cellar door. Let's go in and see why Gamlin lied.
Outsiders think they can change us.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the Coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
So, what do you do, Aveline?
You know I'm a guard. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun.
You've heard of it, I hope.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Not that he didn't do his best to try and read it first.
What? I thought there might be something dangerous in there.
Gamlin.
Get out of my face! Your mother's bad enough. I don't need you nagging me.
You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk. But yes, for a mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point. But I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried.
I think the Canary is spying on us.
Have you seen an elf about? Short, blonde hair, slight build?
Not a wise place to linger.
In the market for something special, friend?
I think the Canary is spying on us.
No work, no pay. So simple, the elves get it.
Ferelden's taking my work, not a chance.
Ferelden, ain't you? Let me get back to work.
Looks like a... Be ready!
Lord Heremont, what do we do with the human?
Stand down. He's not our foe.
What was that about?
Assassins. The boat to Ravane is within sight, but the Carter would see me dead before I get there. How would you like to make some coin?
You must have greatly angered the Carter for them to attack you with so many witnesses around.
My family was murdered one by King Balin, after my uncle failed to claim the throne. Balin's reach is long, and his vengeance a terrible thing to behold.
I've never seen a Dwarven Lord.
You still haven't. If you're looking at him in daylight, he's not a lord anymore.
I'm Renville Heremont, the last of my house. My family was once revered in Orzammar. Now I'm nothing but a surfacer on the run.
I'll clear the way for you, Heremont.
Dispatch these ruffians and I'll pay you what I can now. And by the ancestors, I will reward you proper when I am safe. What is your name?
Hawk.
A good name. I will remember it.
The Carta has several groups lying in wait for us. Take the battle to them.
You're Ferelden, aren't you? Seems like there's more here than in Denver. Avert your eyes for it.
Be careful if you're going into the Rose. It's a favorite hangout of crime bosses and tax collectors.
Interesting place.
Let's not stay here for long.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
I think I found something of yours.
I have never thought to see this again. Thank you.
What'll it be, Sir Templar?
Mead, please.
Coming right up. I'll get your order in a minute.
He didn't really ask you to wear a
All Asians, darling. You get used to it.
The merchandise is up front.
The usual?
I won't mention this to your mother if you don't.
I've got your usual ready and waiting for you upstairs, Sarah.
I'm
Many
gonna work for
thanks,
the coterie when I
Madam
grow up.
C.
I'll get your order in a minute.
Get outside, you lazy thing.
Welcome to the
You're
Blooming
ruining my
Road.
business.
Personally, I wouldn't say it's blooming precisely, but the name's not my choice.
I'm sorry I couldn't get you more information about the circle, Bethany. It's difficult without naming you.
Thank you for being discreet. I don't want the Templars at my door.
No one does.
Let them corral the troublemakers. I just want information.
Right, right.
It sounds like I'm trying to convince myself, doesn't it?
I wouldn't have said, but yes.
Halt!
When
can't do that.
I have to get it from the cellar. Send round some more nuts or something in the meantime.
Avert your eyes for a dog.
Your family used to be noble, right?
By some definition of the term.
Do you ever wonder what your life would have been like if you were still nobles?
Sunshine, nobility is just an expensive lifestyle. I've already got one of those.
Nobles have power too, and responsibilities.
Estates, servants, investments, mercenaries, assassins. We've still got all those things. It's sunnier here, and nobody calls me my lord. I think I can live with that.
Bodan Feddick, purveyor of goods both common and rare, at your service. And this is my son, Sandor, who is as brilliant an enchanter as you'll ever find. Say hello to the nice union, Sandor.
Hello.
We shall be accompanying your expedition and providing the needed supplies. It's all quite exciting, isn't it?
The thought of adventure does make me giddy.
A kindred soul, surely. But I digress. Do you wish to peruse my wares, or perhaps make use of Sandal's unique talents?
Enchantment?
Just so.
I thought all enchanters were mages.
Not at all. The fabled dwarven resistance to magic has allowed enchantment of crafts for countless ages. Granted, most dwarven smiths must work for many, many years to learn the skill, but my boy is a natural, a savant beyond compare.
I like enchantment.
And he enjoys his work. What more could one ask?
You two don't seem the sort to hire onto this expedition.
My son and I have never played it safe, never captured a tried and true rose. In fact, we have just returned from adventures while accompanying the hero of Ferelden, legendary Grey Warden and vanquisher of the Blight.
So you helped to defeat the Blight?
In our small way, perhaps. We did not fight at the Grey Warden's side, of course. The hero of Ferelden is a fine man. After all his accomplishments, may he find even greater success. But surely my past is hardly of interest to the likes of you.
I don't need anything right now.
I look forward to our voyage together. Sandal's never been one for conversation.
Varric, where did you get off to? And what are you planning?
Bartrand, so suspicious. I have in fact brought us our future partner.
What? Partner? You stupid nug-humping dirt farmer. Why did you go promising something like that?
Because if we don't get this expedition moving, brother, then we won't have any profits to argue about, will we?
Maybe you have a point.
So we're partners?
That depends. You got the coin we need?
Are we talking a full share here, or what?
If you have the coin, sure. You'll get a full share.
That seems like a lot for an expedition.
We're going lower into the deep roads than anyone's ever dared. Who knows what we'll find down there? Well, that means food and equipment and hirelings. None of that comes bloody cheap.
I will get the coin, I promise.
And how about you tell me when that happens? Until then, you're not much of a partner.
Relax, Bartrand. Have I ever let you down?
You don't want me to answer that.
The dwarf says the Darkspawn mostly gone. He better be right.
Kirkwall is so dull.
Sebastian! Stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
And Andraste did say... Those who harm a house of the Maker have done harm unto the Maker himself.
They'll let anyone into Hightown these days.
Excuse me, Miss Eyre. Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Sister, first Maker you into the...
I'm sorry you had to witness that disgraceful scene by the Chanter's Board. I am Elthina, Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. Sebastian's normally a good lad, but he's had a terrible shock.
Sebastian? Was that his name?
Sebastian Vale. He was affirmed here nearly a decade ago. He had just been invested as a brother when we got the news about his family. I'm afraid he reacted rashly, denied his vows, and left the Chantry. If the Maker wills it, he will return to himself before it's too late.
So he's some kind of priest?
He is an initiate of the faith. As a man, he cannot serve as a mother would, but he has led the chant here many times. Before last week, I would have said he was the most faithful of our true believers.
He said someone murdered his family.
Sebastian is the youngest son of the ruling family of Starkhaven. They were overthrown recently, violently. Sebastian is the only surviving member.
He's royalty?
Prince Sebastian Vale, if he succeeds in his pledge to take back his lands. He made a vow to the Maker to put worldly concerns behind him. It is a sin to forswear himself for a mere title.
I think his family deserves to be avenged.
Sebastian would spend his coin to buy men's lives, the same as those who attacked his family. No matter how justified he feels, that is murder. And when he returns, I will tell him so again. You are from over the sea, are you not? Have you come to pray for those you left behind? It was a near thing what happened in Ferelden, but in the end, the Maker stepped in.
I hear a lot about the Knight Commander here. What can you tell me?
Gossip is a sin, child. Knight Commander Meredith has an admirable devotion to her duties.
To the exclusion of all else.
It is not my role to form opinions on her character.
Why are Circle Mages here kept in a Tevinter prison?
Ah, so soon you take an interest in our problems. The short answer is it was a building, a large one. Should it have sat empty? The Chantry found a use for what was once a horror. It is the nature of men to move on and forget the past. Even your blight will be a distant memory in our lifetimes.
Can I get your benediction?
May the Maker bless and keep you. May his smile grace all the days of your life, and his light guide you to his side.
So let it be.
So let it be. Andraste, guide your steps.
Was I to know she was a lady of ill repute?
Taffy? Taffy, here go.
Keep walking, dog.
Did you hear what Lord Barry said?
I hope they do something about those Canaries.
Guardsman Aveline.
Another Ferelden street rat? Are you here to waste my time, or do you actually have coin to spend?
Greet customers that way and you'll earn more beatings than coins.
Hey, I'm having a bad week. There are few Fereldens of means in Kirkwall. Forgive me.
Are you an armorer? A weaponsmith?
My stock is varied. What all my wares have in common, however, is quality. Only the best for my distinguished patrons. See for yourself.
Not here to sell today, guardsman. My ship.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy, when did you get back into town?
Oh, just a month or so ago. Things didn't work out in Orzammar. You aren't still working for Athenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
I'm looking to become an explorer, of a sort.
I heard. Bartrand's hard to take, but his information is usually good.
Hard to take? That's putting it mildly.
I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Being a guardsman seems like a better life than being a soldier.
Oh?
My brother was a soldier. It's all about taking land and serving some king you've never met. Guardsmen, they do something real. They protect people. They make their lives better.
I don't know if I agree.
Neither would my brother.
I believe you lost this somewhere.
You have done a great kindness in returning this.
Dogs.
Freedom!
Here we go! Let's make this quick!
The Amel crest. Mother described it, but this is the first time I've seen it. Wouldn't it feel like something to live in a house with this above the door?
Trap! On your... Watch your... Did that bastard get put you out? I knew I should have slit his throat. All set.
That's the vault. Everything we want to know about our family is inside.
That should do it.
This is it! Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as possible.
We'll take it to her right now.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything. Here, read it.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
What do you have to say for yourself?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
You'll spend the rest of your life paying my mother back for what you stole.
Andraste's ass, I will.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
So, what? Are you here to gloat? Gamlen's the idiot again. Gamlen's the fool who can't hold his money when it's given in a bloody silver basket. I tried, you know, when Leandra left. But no one was ever going to live up to her.
What was she like? As a girl?
We're only a year apart. But that was time enough for Leandra to get our parents wrapped firmly around her little finger. They showed her off at every opportunity. The beauty, the scholar, the light of their lives. As far as they were concerned, they should have stopped there.
I've seen the nobles in this town. Your parents must have had a fortune. Where did it all go?
Well, it's not like I stood at the side of the wharf and hurled it over. I tried to invest it. I got some good tips on trade in Kunari cheeses. And, you know, a man's got needs. I'm not denying I spent more on myself than I should have, but I figured it'd all work out.
Don't make excuses.
I changed their filthy sheets and wiped their chins through 2 bouts of the cholera, and the last word Father said was... Leandra. I'm not looking for love, but at least I got the money.
And here I was, just about to like you.
Your mother's busy writing to the Viscount. If you want more touching family stories, go...
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What? Hey!
I can't believe Gamlen stole Mother's entire inheritance. I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part. I would never turn against you.
You're a better person than Gamlen could ever be.
Well, hopefully we'll be out of here soon. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me. To know I had grandparents who didn't hate me.
I wish they had lived long enough to see us come home.
Home. That's what it is, isn't it? I like saying that. We're not running away again. We're coming home.
What do you mean, running away again?
Did you think I don't know? How often we had to move because the Templars were coming. I know how much you all sacrificed to protect me. But we're at the end of the line now. There's nowhere left to run. And there's something almost comforting in that.
Why did Mother and Father work so hard to keep you from the Circle? Would it have been so bad?
I guess at first, I was just a little girl. They didn't want to lose me. And once I had learned anything, what would the Templars do to an active apostate, not just a mageblood child? It changed their lives, your life, Carver's, all because of who I am. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been so bad to be with my own kind, to serve the Chantry as Andraste demands.
Are you unhappy here?
I wish I could do more for Mother. Carver's death. It's killing her slowly every day. But maybe if we can reclaim some of what she lost, it will help. I'd do anything to get us back a normal life.
What do you think Carver would have made of all this?
He would have hated this place. All the sneering nobles. He'd have gotten himself arrested the first day. And he would have wanted in on your Deep Roads expedition. Anything to make a name for himself. Sometimes I still can't believe he's gone.
Can you imagine if we'd grown up here? Been nobility?
Had grandparents who bought me Orlesian silk dresses and gave you the family broadsword. Father was a good man. But Mother gave up so much for him. Of course, if she hadn't worked up the nerve to elope, she probably wouldn't have been able to resist the Templars either. If we'd been born here, you'd been nothing more to me than a name the Circle kept in my file.
We're going to make this our home, Bethany. I promise you.
I hope so, brother. I'm so very tired of running.
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
The estate is yours. Why are we still here?
Technically, the house is now property of the Viscount, since its owner died without an heir. If we went there now, we would just be squatters. But if the Viscount acknowledges our rights, we can get back more than the house. We can get back our name.
Grandmother didn't want you to leave. She tried holding on to you the only way she knew.
She would have been so proud of you. You're everything she wanted in an Amel grandchild. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Carver. He was such a little boy. Never had a knee that wasn't scraped or trousers without holes.
He was so young. Never got to be the man he wanted.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising and... that was it.
Blame the Darkspawn, not yourself.
The ogre would have been happy with any prey. It was my fault it was Carver. I miss him. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartrand's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Carver, but with luck, I could at least give us a home.
I found this when we were at the estate. I thought you should have it.
Is it? I think this is Mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You can see the ring.
You like it?
I love it. My whole life, Mother's always been so sad and worried. All because of my cursed magic. I always wished there was some way to take that burden off her. It's nice to have a reminder of a time when she still knew how to smile. I hope Mother convinces the Viscount to give us the estate.
They are rebuilding. I don't know if I could ever return to the site of such horrors. He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
City life not agreeing with you.
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
I'll let you sleep.
Your mother's busy writing to the Viscount. If you want more touching... family stories, go to her.
Something of yours, Sarah.
You just stumbled on this? Can't say I'm... surprised. Bloody fools.
So, a Lady Sunshine, what's your first act as a noblewoman going to be?
A noblewoman with no fortune and no title. Looking for work, probably.
Practicality is for peasants, milady. You need to do something frivolous to celebrate your birthright.
Such as...
Come up to the Hightown Market and complain bitterly that there's no Orlesian silk that matches your eyes.
But what if something does match my eye? What will I do then?
Insist that they're blatantly copying you and demand royalties. A
good noble always has a complaint ready, Sunshine.
No work for you here, Pharrell. You're not taking my job.
Don't need more of your...
Harriman spoke to you, didn't he? Whatever reward he offered, we'll offer you more to kill him.
How about I take care of you instead?
Stupid bastard! Full of...
Search the docks for the Carta.
Only job that'll have me. Figures.
Stay off my dog.
The alienage is dirty, crowded, and full of awful elven diseases.
If the best thing you can say...
Here we...
You go to me before anyone else.
Get back!
Captain finds a Pharrell.
Go for all late next.
I wager you've a bright future ahead of you. Take this. More will come, as promised. May the stone look after you.
Avert your eyes, Ferelden dog.
How come you and Wesley never had children? I mean, sorry if that's too personal.
It's all right. I was a soldier and he was a Templar. We knew that our personal lives would have to wait. Distance never mattered. But we ran out of time. It is what it is.
Now that he's gone, do you ever wish?
That's too personal.
Here you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The Bone Pit is mostly harmless.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden?
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. I'll send word to the healer, but
My son's hurt bad. Car overturned on him in the blasted bone pit.
everyone in your turn. I promise we have donations coming. If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else?
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of slew the Archdemon to save us all. Fat lot they care here. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
We would never turn someone over to the Templars, mistress. Never.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
If this mage is an apostate, the Templars will find him.
No maid should suffer for an accident of birth.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know, to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
My wife died yesterday. I'm taking up a collection to afford the burning.
Hey, we heard you in there, asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Look, we're Fereldans just trying to keep out of the Templar's sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our Queen Honora.
Made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot? In the deep roads?
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a Genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
So, you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested... Although... a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Help my expedition reach the deep roads, and I'll do whatever you need.
You don't ask for my terms? What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is that what you ask?
You decide. I have a Warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden, when Kirkwall Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the Circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cells, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
What do the Templars know of?
Then the letters stopped coming.
You've convinced me. What's your plan?
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free. Carl won't be able to get away until it's dark. Meet me at the Chantry at nightfall.
Going to have to do some shopping upstairs pretty soon.
These streets should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
The streets aren't safe at night. We should do something about that.
No offense to your uncle, but this house smells like really old cabbage.
Are you Anso?
Ah! Sweet mother of Partha. You can't just run up on someone like that. Are you the human Athenril told me about? The one looking for work?
I used to work with Athenril, if that's what you mean.
Yes, it is. What I mean, that is... My apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long. I keep thinking I'll fall up into that sky any minute.
Bartrand used to be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
What a bizarre thing to be scared of.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced. The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
Just what did these men steal?
Did I say steal? I don't know if I would go that far. They seemed like perfectly reasonable smugglers. They smiled and everything. The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very, very badly. You know how these Templars can be.
You're smuggling lyrium to the Templars?
Maker's breath. Between the Chantry, the Carta, and the Coterie.
Shh! By the Paragons, not so loudly! My word. I'm not cut out for this. I should have taken that job sweeping stables like Mother insisted.
Make it worth my time and I'll help you.
Oh, I will. Or I'll try to. The gentlemen conduct their business at night in a little hovel within the alienage. If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
Here we go! I don't like the looks of this. Done. Get ready!
are probably in that chest. It's empty.
Waste of bloody time. Who put us up to this?
I guess we have no choice but to go back to Anso and tell him.
That's not the elf. Who is that?
It doesn't matter. We were told to kill whoever enters the house.
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
I don't know who you are, friend, but you made a serious mistake coming here.
Lieutenant, I want everyone in the clearing, now!
Captain!
Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest running back to your master while you can.
You're going nowhere, slave!
I am not a slave. I apologize. When I asked Anso to provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous.
I take it these men were looking for you?
Correct. My name is Fenris. These men were Imperial bounty hunters, seeking to recover a Magister's lost property, namely myself. They were trying to lure me into the open. Crude as their methods were, I could not face them alone. Thankfully, Anso chose wisely.
Everything Anso said was a lie, then?
Not everything. Your employer was simply not who you believed.
If you couldn't fight them, why not just run?
There comes a time when you must stop running, when you turn and face the tiger.
That seems like a lot of effort to find one slave.
It is.
Does this have something to do with those markings?
Yes. I imagine I must look strange to you. I did not receive these markings by choice. Even so, they have served me well. Without them, I would still be a slave.
If they were really trying to recapture you, then I'm happy I helped.
I have met few in my travels who have sought anything more than personal gain. If I may ask, what was in the chest? The one they kept in the house?
It was empty.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. Even so, I had to know.
You're expecting something else?
I was, but I shouldn't have. It was bait, nothing more.
You didn't need to lie to get my help.
That remains to be seen. It's as I thought. My former master accompanied them to the city. I know you have questions, but I must confront him before he flees. I will need your help.
It sounds like you intend to do more than just talk.
Daenerys wants to strip the flesh from my bones, and has sent so many hunters that I've lost count. And before that, he kept me on a leash like a Qunari mage, a personal pet to mock Qunari custom. So, yes, I intend to do more than just talk.
If it means fighting more slavers, I'll help you.
I will find a way to repay you. I swear it. The Magister is staying at a mansion in Hightown. Meet me there as soon as you can. We must enter before morning.
Now!
There you are. I don't let anyone who cross me get this big in this town. On him, lads.
To up!
trap! That should do it. Watch your step. Done.
Want the best? Take it from the worst. Then sell to specialists like you. Always willing to give a discount to the people who saved my skin.
I don't... Looks like a...
Here we go! Now you fall! I'll deal with this! Let's do it!
I should have left my good shoes at home.
It is dark. Go away, Basra Bashida.
Bugger off!
Picking through the droppings of Hightown.
Breaks of it tomorrow. Good payday.